call upon Shri Shailesh Srivastava ji, Technical Director, NIC Bihar.
Good morning, everybody. Time is late. I will try my best. I'll give you the government perspective. In case we are moving our e-governance applications into cloud, I think recently you may have heard that Government of India has launched the GI Cloud. We call it as a Meghraj. And what are the issues that will arise being in government? What exactly those things we have to do? That we will just talk on that. As you know that in NEGP, our main focus is that e-governance services should reach to the masses. And this brings a major challenge that we need to have multi-channel delivery system to be built in through mobile phones, through internet or various medium. And moving to the cloud, naturally the private players have their own views, but being in government, we do have a lot of concerns about that. These concerns are basically relates to our IPR, it relates to the security, it relates to the software licensing. Recently I wrote 2 research papers which I have published in IEEE journal in USA. During my analysis I found that still there is no common standards available for cloud. So once you enter into the cloud business, there you will find that there is a lot of proprietary softwares and proprietary solutions available. And again, the question of lock-in of vendors, then migrating from one cloud to another cloud is again going to be a tough challenge for us. So what are the concerns basically we have? We will be just talking to that. As you see that there are various channels available, using the channels we need to deliver the services to the citizens. No doubt, cloud provides a lot of benefits. The pay-per-use, we have on-demand services. We don't need to maintain our hardware. The softwares will be upgraded automatically. But once we go into the business, we also need to understand what are the problems that we will face later on. This is the current cloud scenario. Generally, you will have that. Generally, the GI cloud also talks that both the state government and the central government should have both kinds of cloud. A private cloud which will be managed by private players, and there will be a government cloud which will be managed by the government entity. Because there are a lot of issues. Let us say if I implement a e-hospital application and entire details of my citizen is available and on that, and if that goes, as you see that a lot of hacking happens, then what will be our role there? So there should be some government entity to manage these critical databases, and then there will be services, front-end services which can be delivered through the private cloud. I think we'll skip that. As I was talking that there are a lot of confidential data related to home, income tax, judiciary. We have to have policies on that how exactly we are moving to the cloud. Second one, as we understand that there are a lot of attacks on the networks, and we have already Right to Service Act in place. That we need to deliver the service within time frame, and if there is any problem in the network, how exactly those things are going to be part of that has to be seen. As we understand, cloud brings data from multiple organizations at one place. What will be the role of individuals? I think we will see the concerns, what exactly we have the concerns. Yeah. who will decide who will be the administrator and has the privileged access to the data? This is the major concern, that if everything comes at one place, who is going to be the owner of that data? In case there is loss, how we are going to recover that data? Security issues, lot of security issues have been covered in this. Similarly, authentication, how exactly authentication mechanism is going to work. This is the GI cloud which I am talking, Government of India with NIC, it has established recently, where it talks that most of our service delivery gateway will be through our internal, you can see the GI cloud services directory. This will be managed by the government entity, and then there is a dedicated government cloud which will be managed by the private entity. So we have both entities working together, and they will be delivering services on them. These are the basic challenges which we will face. Security, interoperability. A lot of people has come and told that we have developed lots of applications, lots of data we have. These data does not talk with each other. Interoperability is one of the issues that need to be addressed. Databases need to talk. If banks need to verify informations, or let us have different kind of databases if we need to have some analytics being done on that data. These databases need to talk. So we are talking that how we are going to converge all our legacy applications into this. Then how we are going to ensure the availability of the infrastructure or availability of systems, because we have RTPS available as a service delivery mechanism. Even procurements also has to be formulated in such a way that now we should orient it for procurement. It should not be procurement oriented, rather than it should be hiring oriented, so that we more hire the services rather than establish the services. I was talking about cloud standards. There is no such, but proprietary, customized, all these things are available. We have to choose one of them which suits us. There is no open standards still available in the industry, and once we go to the cloud, all these open standards, locking of the vendors, all these issues has to be checked into. Even application development has to be changed. Earlier we were just a single server oriented architecture we were working, and we were developing application. Now we need to change our application architecture that it works in the cloud application architecture. We have to integrate our legacy application, because we cannot go on redeveloping the entire application. Licensing is one of the issues that we have to see, that how exactly, earlier we had per computer licenses, per user license. Here there is no such, it's a virtualized environment, and how those licensing issues are going to be handled. Handling those licensing itself requires a huge software management, and all those issues need to be addressed. Again, location of data is also very important, because if you go on cloud, the data will be available somewhere else. If fraud happens, which country that rules will apply. So all those issues need to be addressed on this. We were talking about vendor lock-in. I think we'll escape. Change management is, the mindset also has to change. People's mindset that, okay, when we go into the cloud, these are the problems and these are the benefits. We need to understand those things. That is also necessary. I think these are the components which GI Cloud will have. Cloud Computing Platform will be there, a common platform for hosting and running application, which we call it as a use of App Store. There will be a service directory. Some of the conclusions which we have drawn, as I was listening others, there are certain issues. We must go for computerization or processes. BPR must precede the computerization. So the processes need to be redefined. Adoption of cloud technology has to be need to be improved within the organization. There are security threats available, due to which cloud is not picking up so much in many of the countries. And there should be faith in the service provider as well as the service getter, so that we are having a complete understanding between them. Before I end, two things, since our senior officers are there, some of my points basically are pertaining to this conference. I thought that I will share with you. Today I am proposing with this conference that every department must have a citizen charter for digital service delivery. What I am talking that voluntarily there should be a mechanism in which departments tell that these are the services digitally we will make available to the departments. So this is the first thing. It's not just citizen charter, but it should be a digital delivery citizen charter that should have. Second one, we are talking that digital records maintenance, there should be a policy which state government should have. I was talking about this thing. All the affidavits in the government services should be abolished. A state should adopt to the open data policy, and we must establish an open technology lab so that there is an openness environment created in the applications. We are also talking of a state government owned or a state government app store in which applications developed are easily, transparently shared among departments. So there should be a data and application exchange policy between departments. For major projects, many cases what we find that at the end of some time we will find that there is a lot of technical snag, or there are a lot of issues which individual departments are not able to handle. So we propose that there should be a project technical evaluation committee for large ICT projects in which industry people also can be participating and which adheres to the e-governance standards in the state. We need to have a second administrative reforms kind of thing. So process re-engineering group for restructuring processes in form of administrative reforms the state must take up. And there should be a unified database of citizens in which most of the cases what is happening there, a citizen, just now somebody was talking about that, so citizen has to go to different departments to take certificate from one and submit to another, or may have to resubmit to the department again and again. So can we have a digital database of the citizen where a identified source of documents are posted by the citizen as per desire, and that can be made available to the different departments so that they are able to verify those documents online. So these are some suggestions I have. Thank you very much.